Good evening. Good evening. How are you?
I do. How your side?
I'm all right. First of all, these people where they talk that can talk for hours. They should try and reduce their number of times so that
I
other people
know.
can actually talk.
I know. I say they be sometimes because
Yeah.
of sometimes it could be like they don't talk forever. When you check it, it could just be like about 5 minutes, 6 minutes. I'm like, okay, that's average. That's average. But yeah, you're right. Hopefully they will hear you. Please.
Okay. I just have two things. First of all,
Yes, sir.
I've never been a supporter of disintegration,
Mm,
dividing the country, everybody
yeah.
going their separate ways. I believe that we all need each other. But at this point, I think it's time for us to go.
Mm, mm.
Because if you look at the system, you find that we don't like each other.
See?
I live in the UK here. You see someone coming to the office where you work and you're discussing with the person, he's a Yoruba man. I'm trying to explain to him that out of the three people that contested this election, I think I would give the lesser evil Peter Obi the opportunity to rule Nigeria better. And the person insisted and told me no, that as a Yoruba man, that he cannot vote for Peter Obi, that he must vote for Tinubu. I said, it's your decision. No, I'm not going to force you to do that. But if you look at what is happening now, are you now convinced that Tinubu is the right choice for Nigeria? He said, whatever it is, as long as a Yoruba man, let him be there.
You see?
This is what he told me.
That's the
So
sentiment.
I didn't,
And if you
exactly. I
disagree, they
didn't
will
want
say
to
no
argue with
because you
him.
be able.
Exactly. I said, if you had brought Osibanjo and bring Hope Uzodinma, who is my governor, I would take Osibanjo now.
Mm.
You can't compare light and darkness.
You
So,
want to see it
but
that way. They prefer the worst of
exactly.
us
But that's
to be in
that's that
charge.
that is not always aside. Now the second one is, I'm still waiting for all these pastors, Adeboye and Co from the Yoruba side, for them to make an impute regarding this Sharia law that wants to be installed in the Yoruba
See?
land.
Hmm.
None of them have actually
You're
come
likely
out
going
to
to
say
wait
anything
forever.
regarding that thing.
No, they are not going to say anything. Did you hear any of them condemn the what do you call it, the killings of Deborah, the killings of all
No,
the
none of them
blasphemy
have said
charges against some
anything.
people in the north? Did you hear any of them make any statements?
Exact,
They can't.
exactly.
Hmm.
This thing is called going out of hand. Oh. That is why, sorry to say that, people tell me, I said, I don't really respect anybody amongst them. Oh. If you want to talk to God, you talk to God yourself. Oh.
That's it.
To be honest with you, how can somebody read a Bible and I read it and you're telling me that he understands it better than myself? Is he more intelligent than myself?
Hmm.
That is what I believe. So I believe that we all should read it and comprehend the Bible in as much as we can.
So it should be.
So sometimes somebody who is not intelligent enough would come out and tell me this is the understanding he has from the Bible, and you want me to believe it when if I read the same thing, I understand it in a different way. So why are we deceiving ourselves? I'm not condemning all the priests. I know there are some good priests, but the world, especially Nigeria, is waiting for the church to rise and speak. We are not talking. The church is not talking. It looks as if there's something about the Christian faith now. The other religions are all coming out boldly to speak out, but the
Yes.
Christians are not coming out to talk. Well, let me not go too far. If you have anything to say, let me
So,
allow other people
I
to
mean,
talk.
yeah, you've raised some salient points, right? People don't
Yeah.
have to agree with you 100%, but the fact that you have raised some thought-provoking points is enough. Let's take another one, truly. Baba, enjoy the
All
rest of
right.
the evening, sir. So here is another caller. Hello there.
Mayegun of Africa.
Yes, sir. Baba.
Okay, I sometimes I'm just like I'm watching it right now, and it's not synchronized. So I think
No, there's
the
a little
phone
bit
is
of a
faster
delay.
than
Yeah, it's the
there's a
production. It's
delay.
a
Yeah.
live production. So there's this 10 seconds delay between what you say and what is streamed out there, as it should be. It's not
Okay.
like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why you have to
I don't want
mute
to be
the
like this.
broadcast and talk to me, so that
Okay,
other
I'm going
people
to
can
try to
hear
be
us.
fast. I'm going to try to be fast. The last
Yes.
guy that spoke
Mhm.
complained about people staying long, but however, when he got on, You found out that he too started staying long, but you never know that you are going very far. You really never know.
You
Do you understand? So let me
that's
not be
why
like you. Let me
I
go.
will
Let
agree
me
with them when they made their complaints, and I'll just wait for them to explore their own time until I am like,
to
let me
round
take
up
another
quickly.
one.
So
Say, oh, okay.
let me not
You don't
not
want to
do
be
the
like
same
him.
thing.
Okay,
Now let me
you do
start.
yours. Go on, sir.
Let me start with Weary. I don't want to finish follow the other name. One thing about you is
Yes, sir.
if somebody has to be punished by law and they point a gun at him and say, "Do I shoot you or do I give my ego to change your name?" I think sometimes they have to consider it because you are very very bad at giving them. So I'll call Weary. The one you are talking about in
we call him with a wiki.
um
You have to call it fully so that they will know who you're talking about. But it's up to you.
exactly that's them. That okay, you got it.
With a wiki,
Where
because he's a madman.
now you see
honestly.
when he was talking, no, there's something you did not address, or maybe I missed it.
Go on, sir.
You know, when somebody sits up and start telling you what he did for Odili and what he did this and he did this and he did this and they betrayed him, it has gotten to a point where that somebody is now boasting of how I bribed you, I did it, you're supposed to worship me.
Exactly.
You understand? He's not even hiding the fact.
He is.
Oh my God, this is so sickening. I use government money to buy. I'm trying to buy you, and you refuse to fall. Now, if you ask me, saying that is beefing up Odili's name, despite all that you claim you have done for him. He still did not kowtow to your poho. That's one. So that's very foolish, and I'm happy he has been flawed. Let's go back to this people, these ones that we're talking about now up north.
Now,
you see, it is very easy for you to. No, it is very easy for somebody to just come and decide you can, oh, we're going to call the Easterners, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and people will just follow you because you said. Because you said, oh, right now, Yoruba people are not trustworthy.
No, we are
not. Are you serious? I thought it was the Igbo man that was not trustworthy all this while.
It's the same.
Suddenly now, yes, no, I thought it was the Igbo man. Now, suddenly now, like you have explained, you people endorsed, you supported, and Tinubu has not paid off any Yoruba person.
No.
And I don't believe Yoruba people voted Tinubu.
It's the record. This is facts now. You see, there's a difference between people saying Yoruba support Tinubu. Now, the fact on ground stays otherwise.
Oh, Koshele.
You get, he lost in Yoruba land.
Koshele, rather.
He lost in his own
I was in Lagos when all these things happened.
Yeah.
I was in Nigeria. So, basically, when we see all these kind of things, we just laugh. Somebody just comes and you can, no diplomacy, nothing, you're threatening. The same thing somebody talk about dogs and baboon. You are beginning to say the same thing about Tinubu. You know, I said something on this same channel.
Yeah.
I said something to you on this some time ago. I said,
yes, sir.
Yes. You yourself and two persons away from me said something like, let Tinubu be there, and maybe this is what is going to cost to us to find out what we're looking for.
Yes.
It might even just be indirectly a blessing in disguise. This
Tinubu, we are not gaining anything. So what are we going to lose? What is it that
this born to rule attitude?
Yep.
You just come, you can blame Yoruba people and tell Yoruba people who will deal with you. Who are you? That you are who.com.
Did you hear the part where he said that
you are who.com?
Nigeria again. Like, where is that coming from?
Yeah, that is what they said about the Igbos. So your Igbos will never Yoruba. So you have now told us that you have now come. See,
like they will now be the one in charge of Nigeria forever now. Igbos will not leave Nigeria.
The ground has heard you, the sky has heard you, water has heard you.
Yeah.
It's so sad. So somebody said some things ago, including Kenneth Okonkwo. The guy before me said something that he doesn't believe in Nigeria breaking. No, I don't entirely believe. But right now, Nigeria has to divide first. Then everybody from your own agree to come if you want to agree on genuine terms to do things together. Not from here. Let us everybody go to your own to your tent to Israel.
Come from. Now, if we now agree,
there.
If we now agree to come back together, it has to be
on
terms.
On perfect agreement, not this shambolic charade that we have here now. I want to talk more, but I said I don't want to be like the past people. Maybe if I call back.
Thank you so much. Okay, I'll take another one because they need to stop threatening us. Nobody should threaten us. Okay.
Wow, any small thing they threaten, they did the same thing to Goodluck Jonathan. They threaten any small thing you are threatening. How dare you that you, like I said, that you are who.com.
You know.
Thank you.
God bless you, Baba. Thank you so much. Okay. Let nobody threaten us. Let nobody say because Tinubu this or that. This is what will happen. Nothing will happen. Nothing. Bokwari killed the Yorubas, killed the Southerners in Lagos. He got away with it because majority of them in northern Nigeria, they felt like whether they come rain or sunshine, Bokwari will spend 8 years. They were saying it to our faces while he was killing us. So if you try anything in 2027 as you are planning, if Tinubu will unleash his terror,
Shay, help us, help us. There is God, there is God, 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 God. God should descend, today God will descend here. Nigerian women will not cry in vain. Nigerian women will not cry in vain. This
Ó ti dójú ẹ̀ sẹ́yìn. Ó ti dójú ẹ̀ sẹ́yìn.
That's right. Hello there.
Hello. Hello,
you?
Michael. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for all the things you're doing. God bless you richly.
Please.
Yes, I want to make a little request.
Yes, sir.
Yes. This interview that the president of Niger granted a few days ago that was broadcast.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Some quarter the Northerners, Nigerian Northerners are trying to, those who speak for themselves and so on, are trying to make us believe that it was granted in Hausa so that the Niger president can influence their northern people, But I want to say that it was actually granted in French, and then he later made an Hausa version of the interview.
Right.
So and Nigeria and Niger's two major languages are French and Hausa and other languages. So he did that interview in French, which was broadcast to the whole world, and then in Hausa. And the request I want to make is there any way you can one day come again to look at that interview? Because the man pointed at, that's the Niger president, talked about the problems that are actually affecting, the root cause of our problem, not just in Nigeria, not just in that Sahel region, that's Burkina, Mali, and Niger, but throughout Africa. But especially as it concerns us too in Nigeria, the major cause of that insecurity. And he pointed out the facts to say that, look, he gave names, he gave coordinates, he gave dates of how Nigerian officials, both those that served, I think that was one that he said was once our national advisor or something like that is now actually at the helm of sponsoring these terrorists. So he gave names, he gave places.
I can put
He mentioned the amount of money that was given.
Right, just because you mentioned it right now, right? For the sake of our listeners, let me clear that area. According to him, he said they arrested some Lakurawa terrorists who gave them intel that they were being recruited by France and they were setting up bases in Kerbi, in Katsina, and Sokoto.
Yes.
He said that when he related this information to Nigeria, the former NIA director, Rufai something, right?
Yes.
Who happened to just be not only working for these terrorists in Nigeria, that whenever these terrorists were captured outside Nigeria, up to up to Libya, Burkina Faso, the Sahel to be precise, whenever the terrorists were arrested and they wanted to hand in their weapons, that this Nigeria NIA, National Intelligence Agency guy, would travel down.
And his people.
Yeah, he would travel down. He would be the one to receive the terrorists. and receive their weapons, and at the same time, redirect them to wherever else they wanted to go in the name of controlling the terrorism. So, and in most cases, they don't control it, they don't quench it. They actually redistribute them. That these Lakurawa guys were actually recruited by France. I remember that video. I remember that part. It is so in depth.
And your Nigerian military spokesman came to collaborate what the Niger president said.
Yes.
Because about 2 Nigerian army officials, top army officials, have come to say that, look, these Lakurawa people, that have been friendly to us. So, in fact, one said at the beginning, I think about a few weeks ago, that yes, we know they have been there, but they were not giving us trouble.
They call them friendly.
They were friendly. Yeah. They were friendly. Meanwhile, they were friendly. Meanwhile, they were the ones troubling, terrorizing all these Sahel people. Terrorizing them.
If you look at right now, if you do,
yes,
that is that Ahmed Rufai he mentioned in that video.
Yeah.
That's the Ahmed Rufai. It was the NIA director under Bokwari. The advancement of Fulani terrorists, especially in Nigeria, the influx was his handiwork. The idea of rehabilitating terrorists was also his handiwork. You see, this madman called Nuhu Ribadu is aware of the recruitment of all these terrorists and then, setting them up across northern part of
They are the ones behind
these guys are betrayers. These guys are betrayers.
It's less than this is more than betrayers. These are the people causing the problem. People are blaming Tinubu. It's the problem with Nigeria today. It's not Tinubu. It's the fact that people cannot go and farm as they used to be in the four cardinal points of Nigeria. That's the major problem. The north is a food basket to Nigeria. If north will really, they'll let all these northerners really go back to their farm and farm as they used to do and produce what they used. Nigeria will not have food problem. The same in the east. The same even in the west. So that is the major problem. They are not just people causing trouble. These are the people at the very root of the suffering that Nigerians are going
through.
Those
and nobody's doing anything about terrorism. They are brain behind it. They are those who are kind of nurturing it because of defense budgets, man. Because of defense budgets.
And some of them are coming out to tell us, it's just an. In fact,
he's trying to escape his responsibility. And all that nonsense.
Can you imagine that? Although I heard that there was real panic. There was real panic in Asoro.
Everywhere. They have granted like 50. They have granted like 50 different interviews to try to debunk the man.
Can you imagine? But everything he said is true. Everything.
Thank you so much.
So anyway, if you have time one of these days,
I'm just drop it again because you mentioned
make us talk about it
right away.
One of these days, and then so people can give their insights and so on. So the lesson I just a sentence. I just want to say a shout out to our brother Dele Faro to me, because it shows, as he said, the fact that Nigeria rallied around shows that whether Nigeria stays together or divided, that there's still hope for the black man. I mean, that there's still a time where all of us come together and rally around one cause, around one person, and show brotherhood. That just all I want to say. Okay, thank you.
Yes,
thank you, my brother. Good night. Yes.
Akwashi. Amma a bar ku tai gona ku da kanku ba ku isa ba ku da wannan ilimi. Abu ne da suka tsaro. Maimakon a ce sun jaye da wani Chadi, sun jaye da wani Cote d'Ivoire, sun jaye da wani Senegal da Gabon. Ita Djibouti kan mu ka zancanta tunda Djibouti uwa ce ba su kadai ba, sun yi kasa 10 da annan.
Duk kowa da sojoji
sun kowa da sojojin sun zo sun tattara mu yi musu adalci kan mu kazancanta
a bar su can da
Chadi, Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal da gabon mi sun kai emmanuel macron sai ya ce ma wani mashawarcin shi da aka ce ma jean-marie bokel ka zo ka yi nazari ka yi lissahi wadda 'yan ƙasa afirka gada ba wayo gare su ba mu ce musu mun janye sojawanmu amma ba janye su za mu yi ba
dodon bango za
dodon bango za mu yi musu ya je emmanuel macron da ya bashi umarni shi jean-marie bokel sai ya je ya zaɓi wasu soji bui